Guten Tag, good evening, hello, afternoon, everybody. Manchester City tearing Cockneys apart again. Don't believe any of this hyped up media that you're getting at the minute. It's Arsenal's second string. It's an Arsenal B team. It's everything I've heard for 45 minutes. Let me just lower that a little bit. Even Vater's been hearing it from a salty Mr. Flewers. He wants to come on and give it everything he did. Listen, don't believe it.
Do not believe it. It's absolutely ridiculous, but I get it. You got to manage the temperament of the Arsenal fans, those amongst your channel fan base and the Arsenal resurgence that's happening. I get it. It's the best way to kind of calm everything down, put it in perspective, but let's not be fooled. Both clubs made changes. Both clubs were looking down the road to how things were managed. But at the same time, both managers wanted to win. As soon as City scored, maybe I'm going too far, but as soon as we scored, we saw how the manager...
Freedom, we're gone. Good night.
Yeah, I'll slow down. But you saw the manager make changes when showing that he really wanted to win that game.
I have not watched ITV's commentary back, so I have no idea. But are you expecting Ian Wright to say anything nice about Manchester City when it's his boys playing?
I love the energy, though. I like it when the pundits come out and show the bias. I do like it, because then it's like, okay, I'm accepting this. I'm going to take your words with a pinch of salt. You're no longer a neutral expert in my eyes. Let him do it.
Alvarez, Ake, Kanji, Grealish, good tonight, says Alec, and Ortega. I've got two things on Ortega tonight. He was good, but I'm going to give you a little bit of thing as well, because anyway, I'll get into that.
He was good. Just good?
Thought his distribution was crap.
Okay, yeah, that's a fair point.
And it slowed us completely down.
Yeah. No, that's fair criticism.
I'm not going to have... Listen, Ortega tonight, I'm not going to have a go at Ortega's saving ability. Do you know who Ortega reminded me of tonight? Joe Hart.
I knew you were going to say that.
No, but he did.
I knew.
Superb goalie, but absolutely no good for a pep team.
You know what? The funny thing is, though, as poor as some of his decision-making, ball to foot, all the decisions that he was doing, still, Joe Hart wouldn't have been able to do what Ortega did. As difficult as it was, Joe Hart wouldn't have been able to do that.
I am loving that Spadeus has joined us. See, I know you was Ocean, but we'll call you Spadeus tonight. Ref was a bell. I'm going to get into the refs. I have to talk about the refs because I said this about 2 weeks ago, that I'm in a competition and who can be the worst at the minute. They really are having a competition on who can be the worst.
I also feel like, well, I'll wait for that portion of the show.
Captain Harris, welcome, mate. Ake. Oh, we're going to talk about Mr. Ake tonight. Wagwan Blues, Tyrone, hello. Let me just change my background because it's playing all sorts of hazards at the minute, and I don't like it. I think it's because of the jacket I'm wearing. We might have to change jackets.
Oh, all right. Changing wardrobes. All right.
Changing wardrobes because I've got white on. Look, it's playing.
No, I'm just messing with you. I see.
Champions incoming. Oh, Super City. Hey, Super City, the intro worked. Them singing they hate champions or Muppets. I'm just flying through all the comments because there's so many on, and I don't want to ignore everyone. And there's loads to talk about tonight. We were looking at has had his best game. If it wasn't for him, we could have been out of the cup. Yeah. Comes to that as well. People going over the top with Ortega hype again. Yeah. I'm not saying he was bad. Listen, I'm going to get into Grealish as well because Jack Grealish tonight, if Messi had done that assist tonight to Ake, you wouldn't have shut up hearing about it for 3 weeks. But it's Jack Grealish, so we're not going to talk about it a lot. This is what's going to happen now. Anytime the ball go close, could hear a scream of excitement. He did mint enough said. I'm going to get into it. I am, because I was, especially first half, I was bang, no worries, mate. You get going.
Yeah.
I was right. Vader is coming back. He's just running a quick errand. I'm not saying Ortega, I'm taking this off. It's not working at all. I'm not saying Ortega was bad. What I'm saying is Ortega's distribution was awful. And it was. And if you don't think it was, then I don't know. Because there was 2 or 3 times they gave the ball away in the first half straight to their players. And if that's Edison, you were having a different conversation. That's my only problem. We were never in any danger of going out. I'm having issues with my camera here. Don't know why. Did we watch the same game? Mate, I was sat bang behind Arteta, and everyone around me was saying the same thing about him. So maybe we've all watched a different game. I don't know. I hate all the fanning around at the back. It was too slow. It was too slow coming out from the keeper tonight. Listen, I'll say this again. Ortega tonight as a goalkeeper was fabulous. His distribution was all over the place today. And I'm especially first half. I'm just being honest with that. He gave the ball away twice. He was slow at bringing the ball out. It just, like I said, it reminded me of Joe Hart. There's nothing bad on him, but it didn't remind me of you could see the difference between him and Edison. Even though when Bernardo came on, City went to a level house we cannot reach, so we need to get Bernardo on field, focused and playing. Oh, I also heard an interview with Pep, and it was very telling what he said, actually. It was quite sarcastic. Don't know if anyone else heard it on TalkSport. My camera's not having it today. I know, but we take 2 minutes. Exactly. That was my problem. Saka got pocketed. Yep. Oh, yeah. Don't think we turned. Lukonga was running his own. Hey, listen. Rob Holding. Rob Holding wanted to play WWE with Erling Braut Haaland tonight. He just did. He wanted to play WWE. I am not having this camera at the minute. My camera's not. It's naff. What is going on? What is going on? Why is my camera not having it? Let me go to high def. Let me see if that. Oh, God, I don't know if that's a good thing. You're going to end up seeing me in high def. I'm just no, you don't want that. I'm just trying to get rid of the playback I've got going on at the minute. Let me just wipe clean and see if that helps. At the minute, it's not playing ball, and I'm wearing a dark t-shirt as well. Nathan Rude Hullett, he was tonight. Ake Bag Saka, he did. The intro's like Grealish. Sometimes he works loads on. Good. There's loads of you on, and I appreciate that so much. Ake's the GOAT. He was magnificent. Ortega made 2. He did. Listen, I'm not saying. I'm saying Ortega did make fantastic saves, but I'm saying his distribution was poor. 2 different things. Grealish was very good. He was. Grealish messed up on the goal. Should have shot, but recovered. Get off! Oh, he had 3 players around him. Where's he shooting to? Mahrez. Oh, Stephen's on his Mahrez agenda. But I'll take out 2 long balls. As Arsenal pressed us back. Yes, they did. But there was options. Ortega could have gone quickly out to the right or left, and he just fuddy-duddied with it a little bit. Thomas Domo Garang, the Mancunian way. Yes, we are. It was great. I love the FA Cup. Always throws up a shock. Why? What was shock? Where's the shock tonight, Jack? Ortega much better shot stopper than Edison, but nowhere near Edison's passing wise. And that's the thing. For a goalkeeper with Pep Guardiola, it's about passing, not about saving. I know that sounds so stupid to say, but it's actually not about passing. I don't know what is going on here. Let me move that. Let me see if that's just not working. Agreed. Listen, people see it as a criticism, Alec, and I'm not. I'm just telling you what I think. Haaland hold-up play was poor. It bounced off him too much. He needs to improve that. Then what keeper do you want? What do you mean, FIFA, and what keeper do I want? I don't understand. If I wanted a shot stopper, I'd keep Joe Hart. I'm not, listen, you're not getting me. I'm not saying Ortega didn't save well tonight, but you got to look at a key to a Pep Guardiola system, a key to a Pep Guardiola press and everything else. It's the ball out from the back, it's the distribution from the back. If that's not there, Pep ball can't happen. Honestly, if you wanted a shot stopper, keep Joe Hart. Joe Hart left his football club because the distribution was all over the shop and it wasn't quick. That's what I'm saying. Some of that press was because of Arsenal, but Edison would have just cleared over the top of that and ping-ponged it out to Mahrez. There's the difference. So that's right now under Pep Guardiola, you need an Edison. Listen, Ortega was great tonight. Just little things is all I'm saying. We won, but I'm still not impressed. We need Alvarez and Brown in the lineup ASAP. I think Bernardo's just going to have to wait and see where we go with him. I didn't mind Ortega, thought he was great, didn't fight about, just booted it. It's where he booted it to, Jack. No man's land. That was the problem. Alvarez changed that game. He did very well when he come on. He has said himself, kicking the box, obvious when comparing with Eddie. That's all I'm saying. But apparently I'm being critical. That's all I'm actually saying. Ortega is back up. He's fine. I'm not actually saying, bloody hell. Is this like the Stefan Ortega Appreciation Society? We should have had a free kick. When? I don't know when you mean that, mate. If you give me a bit more info on that FIFA, I can help you. But Rob Holding is an object. Well, he got booked and then he went off, didn't he? You look beautiful, mate. Your camera's fine. It's this crap in the background I've got going on. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know why it's even happening. I think I've got rid of it now. I think I've saved it. We've got to play them again real soon, so everyone should calm down. I think both need to calm down. Martin, I'll say Lombard's Haaland were very good tonight. Do you think? No, I disagree with that one a little bit. Big up, guys, says clinical. She's fine. It's all opinions in the game. I thought they were just hoofballs to Haaland. True, Tyrone. What do you think of the atmosphere? I'm going to get into that. I want to talk about that at some point. When I get through all these comments, I'm going to talk about that. And then when Veta comes on, we'll get into the game properly. I'm the only thing Lewis was poor today, still young, so it's allowed. This is what I've always said about Lewis. People expect so much from him now, a week in, week out. And he's, like you said, he's such a young lad that we shouldn't just presume he's going to be world-class every single game. That's, he's going to have games. He wasn't bad tonight. He wasn't his usual self either. Exactly, just ignore it, FIFA. That's what happened. Yeah, listen, I'm not saying he isn't or he isn't. I think highlights are Rich, and I said a few, our secretary's not good enough. But like also said, you were never. And listen, I know we were never winning. I thought they should be close tonight. I'll get into it all in a minute. I want to say hello in all these comments and make sure, because you people are the people who run this channel. I want to give you the respect by reading all your comments out properly and answering them. Then what keeper is good saving a billing distribution? They're not there, mate. That's the problem. They're not there. And Edison's not a bad shot stopper. He's not a bad shot stopper, FIFA. All right, then, FIFA, let me throw a question back to you. Would you drop Edison for Ortega? What happened to Kevin? He's not in top form. He looked sulky when he come off from my distance. Anyone who watched the television broadcast tonight, I'd love to know what his face was like when he come off. Super City Edison can't save shit. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, Sean. Oh, dear. I think go back to Leicester away, Sean. Pulled off a world-class save. Hand on the bar. Pulled off a great save. Keep telling you, if you want Ortega in over Edison, then you shouldn't have Pep Guardiola as your manager because it don't work. Keep saying it. Joe Hart left his football club for a reason. Why? Because he couldn't distribute the ball. Super City's debatable. I'd rather Oblak. It's what you want for a City team, though. Like the video and subscribe. Thank you for supporting the channel. It is. It's amazing. Saka's still climbing out of Aki's pocket. Oh, Saka's not coming out of Aki's pocket for about a week, mate. Trust me. Commentary on TV was utter dire tonight. Arsenal scored and they were screaming. I need to watch this tonight. But that's why I'll say second choice, not bird, so it was decent. I'm not saying he wasn't decent. I'm not saying he wasn't decent. Alvarez's shot was superb. It was. When Martinelli, we needed some more of that tonight, I'll be honest with you. When Martinelli nearly scored, the commentary was screaming for a goal and fuming. Who were the commentators tonight? Was Ian right in the studio or was he commentating? And Saka never got the service carry. He was Colonel. He even said it on TalkSport, mate. He was pocketed. Nathan Ake pocketed Saka tonight. Pocketed him all day long. Pocketed him. We had more quality missing than Arsenal, but the media narrative was played as a B team. Yeah, it will be doing. For which game? Because what do you mean for which game? And see, this is what I don't understand. I understand Ortega's cup keeper, but our number one keeper is Edison. Ortega's a better shot stopper. But with Pep Guardiola, I keep saying this, Pep Guardiola's not about shot stopping. Otherwise, we'd have kept Joe Hart. I don't know where I can go with this. Kyle, please don't jump in on one on Martinelli. Easy pickings for you. Yeah, Kyle did have a couple of brain farts tonight, but he hasn't played for a while. Sean, have you lost confidence? It's not like Sean's lost a lot of confidence in Edison. Edison, world-class shot stopper. Stop listening to rivals. KDB was poor tonight. Edison is a class act. Ooh. Ortega was great today. Midfield was so slow, misplacing balls left and right. If you want to pass out from the back, then Edison. But that's what we do, Yusuf. This is the thing I don't get. What am I? I don't know what got into this situation. Yusuf, you just said as a Liverpool fan, if you want to pass out from the back, then Edison. We pass out from the back. I don't know. I don't know. Have we gone to Planet Zog? What's happened here? We pass out from the back. Edison is a Perlo. It doesn't need to be David Batter. Exactly. I don't get where we've gone here. Am I supposed to come on and go, they were all brilliant, 11 superstars? Come on. Glad we won. Thank you, Adam. Matt will play this season. He could be key. I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm in two minds on that one, Alec. FIFA, what I was saying, by United away in 17 18 less, but it hasn't won as many games. I disagree with that. I disagree with that, Sean. Totally, mate. I do. Go back to Tottenham, fourth goal. Bang. Roy Keane was in the studio. Well, that just says it all then, doesn't it? Sean, have confidence. City have some work to do in the summer. Newcastle, Chelsea, but they are all coming strong. Oh, they will. They will. Sam Matterface tells you all you need to do. Lee Dixon, I even know, is a Manchester City fan. He hates it for some weird reason. Sorry I missed tonight. Stream out and I was at a gig in Dublin. No worries, mate. Vader will be back. He's just gone to, we're still doing introductions, Michael, so you haven't missed much. I hope the channel grows and grows. Brilliant stuff, Martin and Vader. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. You're spot on, Martin Edison, our best. That's all I'm saying. I don't know where we've gotten to this thing. There's too much sucking off going on. Some of these pundits should be on the hub. Some of these pundits should be on the hub and some fan channels too. They'll never ever do that. They won't lower themselves, as they call it, to come to a fan channel. Feel sorry for Alves. He deserves to start Osborne. Change the game today. Showed them how to test the goalkeeper. I said it, Daniel. I've tweeted this out 1,000 times. It's what you do with Alvarez, mate. You're not going to drop Ireland for him. And to bring in Alvarez, you have to take out somebody else out of midfield or wherever you go with him. And I don't think he's going to do that. That's the problem. He's just going to have to be patient and go with it. Did you see the first glimpse of what Pep's been working with? Scrap like that and channel will do well. No risk, just not pretty. I'm happy with tonight. There was some things within the stadium of, oh, it's too slow. It's not pretty. We don't play fast attacking football anymore. And you know what? No, we don't. We don't play fast attacking football. But you know what? We've had to change now. We've had to change. So I think people need to understand that things are different. And tonight we won in an ugly fashion, and champions find a way to win. Always remember that. Edison won't stop happening by keeping the ball like the rest of the team. What a top analogy singing the Blues. I love it. It was a mixture team of Arsenal. I think Trossard had a good game. Would like him to stay on. I thought Trossard was decent. Albert strike unlucky is due to tear into the league. When though, Alec, this is the problem, mate. I keep saying this. He's when. Who'd you drop? At least we know Edison has a bit of competition. Exactly, not wrong with that. You know what we should be looking at? We have two goalies that can do two separate things. One can save and kick. One can save a little bit better, but can't kick. So we've got two decent goalies. Look at it that way. One's world class. Yeah, I'm presuming he isn't fit. But why has he been on the bench the last 3 games if he's not fit, then clinical? That's my other thing as well. The screaming commentaries on the Sky News shows exactly that. Tells you everything you need to know. Alvarez knew he was too. That's my point. Alvarez knew where he was in the pecking order. Had to have known. Perron will not play for us anytime soon, in my opinion. The first half, you weren't great. We're Arsenal. I don't know. Route 1 works, though. It did against Spurs, and tonight it's kicking to Haaland direct. Kevin's reaching end of the day, sad to see it, but he's got 12 to 18 months left in those legs. Yeah, so I think we'll replace him in the summer. Not for him to go, but someone to come in better. Second half, you were dominant. I'm trying to fly through these, then I can get onto the game. Odegaard exploding at the end because Arsenal players didn't clap the away fans. Oops. I wasn't really focusing on that, if I'm honest. Tonight was good, cup football, efficient and job done. I'm really happy coming out tonight. I really am. Arsenal was stubborn, but we fought well. I like Bernardo today when he came on. We need him back at his best. Hopefully we get that. Yeah, he needs to give it his all while he's still here. For as long as he's still here, he needs to give it his all. FIFA guarantee you he'll be at one of the City footballing groups next season. Evening, lads. Second gear all night. Ake, what a player. Once we score, the confidence grows. Arsenal play at the home team for the first 30 minutes. I'm going to get into the game in a minute. I'm nearly at the end of all the comments, of all your amazing comments. Thank you. Spot on, Ray Fairley. Do you think both teams overall? I know you went through, but it was not at it. Yeah, but no. Yeah, but no. If I'm honest with you. But I'm going to get into it all. I'm just trying to fly through these comments. KDB 31, Gunningham 32, Maris 32, Grealish slow the ball, told to do it. Keep saying this, told to do it. I think we need a fresh legs in our team. Turn in the middle to solve the problem. Anyone who wants Grealish out of the team is madness at the minute. Who set the goal up? Who set the goal up? Arteta looked defeated and into an angry. He did. He sounded very angry. Thought England was playing for a set. Man was screaming when Martinelli almost. I don't think Diaz and Mobley in defense shapes defenders like Stones, Kanja, Ake, Laporte are able to cover spaces. Left by inverted fullbacks. Okay. Colonel, I thought we were slightly the better team on the night because we had control, more so second half. Arsenal a good side though, so beating you now is a good result. Exactly. Good point, Superstar. Tyrone Douglas, you're not wrong. Commentary, I really do need to listen to this commentary. Glad they took Party off some finish from Ake. I'm going to get apparently Partey is going for a scan tomorrow. Apparently consider his Arsenal bound will be a big signing. Not according to hang on. Whoa. Brighton have said there's no deal done yet. So we've been down this road. Brighton, Andy Naylor from Brighton and Hove Albion at the Athletic, who was the ones who said Brighton will not sell to City, at the moment has said there is no change in stance. There is no bid been accepted. So unless people know something they don't, the Brighton end are saying the exact same thing at the minute. No bid is agreed. No bid is agreed. Now, let's hope Arsenal dip and rot. If City win at Emirates, will cruise league. I'm confident we'll get stronger. Arsenal have Everton at Goodison next week. New manager bounce for the Ev. Well, I'm hoping so. Come on, Dyche. Yeah. Come on, Sean Dyche. Noah, Super Setter. Cucurella did. Cucurella handed in a transfer request. Cucurella went live on Twitter and told everyone he wanted out, and they had to pay way over the odds. Unless Brighton get the fee they want, and they've said it will be a record fee for them, so you are talking north of 65 million. He ain't going nowhere. Cucurella handed in a transfer request, and Brighton have come out and said, unless it is a record fee for them, he is not going. So you have to be more than 65 million. Hello, Tom Betts. How are you, mates? Hope you are well. Relax, you know nothing. That's all I'm saying. Great win. In terms of transfers, why? What are Arsenal showing, Abdallah? Trossard. I find that madness. I find that a silly signing from Newcastle, but that's their choice. The way we play isn't a sign of winning the Champions League. I'm not asked to win the Champions League. I'm going to keep saying this, mate. League for me. Not bothered. Is Cancelo finished? I'll tell you a funny story about that. Very funny story. Exactly right. I'm trying to get into where we can go. All clubs have money. It's not an issue. Yeah, but if Arsenal aren't willing to pay more than around 70 million, then no, he's not going to go anywhere. I'm glad Bielsa isn't going to Everton. I bet you our party is injured and we do need the extra penalty to his ribs. But when I'm not upset over a loss, it's testament to how good. Listen, spot on. Spot on, Colonel. Send me the link. You told me you weren't coming on. Now you're telling me you want to come on. Jesus. Make your mind up. Make your mind up, Alan. I don't care if they get him out of the way. I'm not bothered. Hello, Alan Goat. Why is everyone going mad about transfers? Right, let me just send this link to Alan. I'm going to get you onto this game because we're not actually talked about the game yet. And I would like to. Actually get onto the game. Right, so obviously, if anyone didn't know, the lineups tonight were quite Manchester City lined up quite strong. Probably for me, I thought it was our minus Edison, probably our strongest lineup right now. We had Tager in net, Ake, Akanji Stones, Rodri, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Lewis, Grealish, Haaland, Mahrez. The bench was Kyle Walker, Ruben Diaz, Calvin Phillips, João Cancelo, or as Pep called him tonight, Mr. Cancelo. Emerick Laporte, Alvarez, words out, Bernardo Silva, Edison, and Palmer, and Arsenal lined up with Turner, Tomiyasu, Rob Holding, Gabriel, Tierna, Vieira, Partey, Xhaka, Saka, Nketiah, and Trossard. They had Ramsdale, Ben White, Odegaard, Martinelli, Saliba, Kawia, Lokongo, Marquinhos, and Zinchenko on the bench. And of course, Martinelli, Odegaard, Lokongo, Zinchenko, and Saliba all came on. So Arsenal were nearly at full strength by the end. And City brought on Laporte, Silva, Walker, and Alvarez. Now, for me, if I'm totally honest with you, I will come into back to comments. I was happy with the starting 11, more than happy with it. I honestly thought the first half from an Arsenal perspective was, do I think Arsenal started the better team? Yeah. We are slow at the minute. I'm not going to deny that. We were very slow. But I look at the Manchester City team right now. And Pep made a quote after the Wolves game. really, really made a quote after the Wolves game. I think it was in the embargo section. I don't know if anyone's heard this, but Pep came out and said that Manchester City were going to play slow football this year. And he used the Newcastle game as a piece of evidence to say, when you've got everyone just bombing forward and back, also use the Real Madrid. You remember in the Bernabeu, we went 1-0 up. And then what we did was, instead of sitting on it, we just kept flying forward. We kept flying forward. We kept flying forward. And then we got picked off at the back by 2 quick counters. Pep doesn't want that this year. We have a number 9 who cannot be mobile. Pep said this he cannot come back, front. Haaland's been told to sit into the middle. Don't move. So what we have to do now, we have to be a bit more pragmatic, making sure players stay within our position. And if it's slower, it's slower. This thing, us bitching, moaning, complaining about it is not going to change whether we go faster. Because at the minute, we are not going to do. Whether that gets addressed in the summer, fair play. But we are not going to. I'm sorry, Manchester City fans, but you're going to have to realise that this is the way we're going to play out for the rest of the season. You just have to accept that. Things have changed. We don't play false 9 no more. You all wanted a big number 9. You all wanted the big superstar striker. You've got him, but things had to change to get him. Kyle Walker, you've seen tonight, did well in occasions against Zinchenko, but against Martinelli, destroyed him. Martinelli ran past Walker like he wasn't there. Okay, could you imagine if that was Cancelo or Gomez tonight up against Saka? Because I'm telling you now, right this minute, okay, stop Saka, Cancelo, and Gomez. Don't stop him. Because they've gone bomb forward. It's about control. It will be slow. It will be lackadaisical, but you have to realise right now we don't have the personnel to play quick attacking transitional football. Somebody said earlier on, we've got a 32-year-old in the midfield in KDB who is probably, I keep saying this, he's coming to the end of his City career. I'm sorry, I hate to say that, but you can see it. He's coming to the end. He's got about another 18 months left. And I know it's not attractive to watch, but are we at a stage where it has to be sexy football now? Can we not win ugly? Can we not win ugly? Are we not allowed to win ugly anymore? I don't understand this. We've got to play rude, hullet, sexy football week in, week out. We do sound a touch spoiled on that one. I used to remember 18 months ago, we used to go, why are we going bombing forward? Against Real Madrid, let me use this as an example. We had Real Madrid last year in the Bernabeu, Santiago Bernabeu. Everyone said, coming out, because I did the post-match, why I know. Everyone said, why didn't Pep slow it down? Why didn't he shut up shop? He took KDB off and Grealish was still attacking. We were still going. We were still attacking. And then he does it and it's boring to watch and fans are complaining. Make your minds up. What we're saying is we want it our way and this is the way we want it for certain games. I think we've just got to relax a little bit and realise where we're at. It's not going to be great to watch. But my God, we sat in the Etihad watching Samaras and bloody Bernardo Carradi and didn't score a goal, scored 8 goals all bloody season. We didn't score a goal at home for 6 months. That's boring football. We've scored 8 goals in 3 games and we're complaining about boring football. Where's Alan gone? So I don't understand. I don't understand a little bit. I'm a bit lost. Exactly. If it brings on big ears, people won't moan, will they? I wasn't happy with the starting 11. We were many too slow players and got away with it. It's up to them, mate. I'm stubborn. Arsenal was stubborn. End up City with Gritter. Slow on one, I'll take that. Exactly. Our football is not attractive to watch at the minute. So do you want sexy football? Walker was gone past once. He was gone past a couple of times, mate, for me. We were talking about it. We were like, what happened there? I love winning, turns me on. I love winning ugly, turns me on. Whatever turns you on, mate. Exactly. This is my point. Should we care? As long as we win, do we care? It's now we've got to win, but we've got to win a certain way. Good evening, Alan.
Good morning here. How are you?
Fine. Thank you for using an emoji from 30 years ago when you were like 19.
It's okay, mate. It's not a problem. Not a problem. It was a good win, an ugly win, but a good win.
Karadi got 3 goals against Fulham. He's only got all season though. We went about was it 5 months and scored 1 goal? Do you know Big Steve? Yes, I do. I've spoke to him about 18 times this week, actually. So we kept 2 clean sheets in a row too. Exactly. Don't want sexy football, just want to win. Alan, what do you think of tonight?
Yes, mate.
What did you think of tonight?
It was a good win. It was an ugly win. But overall, it wasn't the fluent City that we're used to. But I thought Arsenal were difficult to play.
What did you just say? I knew that was coming. Go on.
Yeah, I just thought that Arsenal just I thought they dominated our midfield. They stopped any 3 balls coming from the back or the goalkeeper. Gundogan was non-existent pretty much the whole game. I thought he was average. I couldn't think he could get. I would have played Bernardo tonight instead of Gundogan. I'll be honest with you. But when Bernardo came on, we looked a lot better. There was more legs in between and midfield to link it together. And I thought we struggled with it today. But we got a win. We were playing long balls, so it's going to be interesting when we play them on the 15th because they'll play their first team, and we're going to have to play a lot better, in my opinion.
Okay. Stones made a glass. Stones wasn't injured, Pardo. Pep's confirmed he came off because he was tired. He was leggy. And he's going to be because he just had a newborn baby.
Oh, he held his hamstring. Was he definitely not hamstring?
No, Pep said he came off as a precaution before he got injured. He was heading that way.
Yeah, because we don't need him getting injured again.
Do you know what? Exactly, Jack Lee. We played sexy football under Kevin Keegan. Didn't win us out. No, we won us the championship.
What did you think of Gundogan tonight, Martin?
I thought Thomas Partey ran the midfield first half.
But he did it second half as well.
No, because he wasn't on the pitch second half, Alan.
Well, Arsenal ran the midfield second half. They did.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
They did.
No, they didn't, because we were by far the better team first half, second half. Even Arteta said that.
Yeah, well,
I don't know what game you watch sometimes.
No, listen. I thought that Aki, I thought Aki, and I'm going to say it now, and everyone's going to hate me for this. And they'll all criticise me. Grealish was man of the match without any shadow of a doubt.
He was up there, but Aki was man of the match.
The pair of them were brilliant. The pair of them were absolutely fantastic. When Bernardo came on second half, we looked a lot better. I will say that. Do you agree with that?
I thought we were the better team before he came on.
So we just weren't fluent tonight.
Matt, can I get? I've been asking this in the comments. What do we mean by fluent?
Well, first for a start, I didn't think our defence, when they were picking the ball up for the goalkeeper and playing through the lines, was good. I thought we were poor playing through the lines.
Why was that? Why do you think that was?
I just think that Arsenal overloaded the midfield and stopped us from playing through the middle. Hence, we're playing a lot of long balls towards our Norwegian Viking, and they struggled because as soon as they changed their centre half in the second half, I thought Haaland wasn't even in the game. To be honest with you,
Okay.
I thought their centre half. So was it Saliba? I thought he took care of him. To be honest with you, I thought first half when it was I did, mate. He didn't cause them. He did not cause them any problems.
Arsenal fans I spoke to think Saliba was part of their issue tonight.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Defensively, defensively, I thought he did okay against Ireland.
Rob Holding just wanted to play WWE with Ireland.
Yeah, well, I think that's the only way you can play against him.
Well, I think that's why he got taken off, because he was on the verge of getting sent off.
Yeah, he was. But how else do you play against him? If you're playing against a 6'4", 6'5" guy who's strong and quick, you've got to be physical against him. Otherwise, you've no chance.
You see, you got to remember, Arsenal are no mugs. The top of the league for a certain reason.
Yeah, you can see why the top of the league, because they've got a lot of energy.
I mean, the thing is tonight, I wouldn't say Arsenal have a card was open left, right, centre at any point. I don't think they did.
Yeah,
I genuinely don't think they did. Car was open, despite one or two saves from Ortega. I never sat there and thought, they're gonna get one here.
You know, I know you. I heard the start of it. Like, obviously, I went out last night till very, very late and watched the game today, and I've gone back to bed because I got in about 3:30 in the morning. So it was ridiculous. So, so I apologise for not being on time, Martin, today. I just thought that when the goalkeeper picked the ball up and we play our usual passing game from the back, I didn't think he had any options to pass to. There was the only option that he had was that long ball at times.
I thought that because, and I said this earlier on, and we had a big debate about it with the comments. This is where I thought Ortega was slow coming out with the ball at the back. But because he was slow at bringing the ball out, and his distribution is not up there with Edison's, it will slow it down.
Yeah, true. Very true.
If that's Edison, he can ping a 40-yard ball out to either wing straight onto the guy's foot.
Yeah.
There's a big difference there. That is all I meant about the Ortega thing, and I got killed.
Yeah. I thought
I got murdered for that. But listen, that's just the facts of the reality of it is. Nothing against anyone. It's just the facts of the reality. It's an FA Cup, but we've beaten supposedly the best team in the country right now. And I'm still getting that we're playing slow. It's not sexy football. But what gets me is we go to the Bernabeu last season, play sexy football, and get bloody beat. And then every fan goes, why didn't we shut up shop? Why didn't we go ugly? Why didn't we do dogs of war? You can't have it both ways.
Yeah. Sorry, and thanks. Sorry, Aaron took a little longer than planned, but thanks for being back. I'm glad I was. I got the Friday no cooking meal for the family, so I had to run out real quick.
Should have got DoorDash or whatever you have over there.
You know what? I still like going in, them seeing my face, knowing that they always throw in a little extra because they see me too.
See, that's what it was. He went for the freebies.
But the point about I get it. You're not being harsh on Ortega, but pointing out the difference between him and Ederson, I get it. The thing is, no one pings a ball like Ederson. No one distributes and has the accuracy like him. So that criticism is absolutely fine.
But saying that, the way Arsenal played, Vate, I'm going to ask you a question. When Arsenal played the way they played and the way they pressed us, was there an option for that short pass down the middle to a Rodri or a short pass to KDB from the goalkeeper? I think they cut that channel off completely.
Yeah, they took it away from us, knowing the quote unquote, I guess, the limitations for Ortega, and this is
Yep.
why it's funny. This is why it's funny because some Arsenal fans are going to be overly prompting up how good they are based off of this matchup, based off of what they saw today. I
Yep.
think we made so many changes, so did they. But to think that we would play the same would be ridiculous. That like we're gonna have a different approach towards Arsenal. And those balls that you're talking about in terms of what Ederson would
Yep.
do and how quickly he would get it out and just how
Yep.
how easily they would take the ball down.
Yep.
100%. I think there was also a few balls over the top that could have gone to Grealish or Mahrez that
Yep.
Ederson would do versus Ortega, which was going so much more central for Holland to fight off. Now, the whole thing, man, and I don't know if Pep's on the sideline talking to the ref or the linesman, but it looks to me like Holland is getting dragged and pulled and pushed, and it's like he's so much bigger, let it go, as if they're not fouls that are being committed against them. So I hope that's something
But saying that, Vator, how would you play against someone who's 6'4", 6'5", who's big, strong, and quick? You've got to be physical. You've got to be physical against someone like that.
Yes, I understand the physicality, but it can't be committed fouls. It can't be, knocks to the top of his back or to his chest just because he's big and strong. So I hope that gets regulated a little bit. And I've seen it in other sports. Like yes, I'm North American, but I've seen it in basketball where a player like Shaq is so big and dominant, they allow a smaller player to be able to be more physical, like it's a equal effort. And I hope that changes with regards to Holland, because I'm not saying he needs to be protected, but it needs to be even, defend properly within the game. Because I think, and I've seen this often this season, he is getting fouled or letting it go because he is so big. Now, I think we're going to be a lot better with how the build-up play happens when the ball is sent to him. I love the change that we saw with what Pep did with Walker when he brought Walker on, because Walker was high up the pitch with those long balls going, and Ortega was getting them to him.
Yeah, I thought that we were right there. You're right.
I like that.
Go on,
and I like how Walker was like, he was flicking it on for whether it was Alvarez or KDB or Silva, late in the game to be able to get onto the ball. I think that's something that we can hopefully see more of from Holland, giving it off to maybe the midfielders or a winger that's going to creep in, knowing that flick on would be there. But I'm not overly critical of what I saw today. Two really good teams, and Arsenal aren't as great as they think they are. It was good.
Well, I was interested to see how Arsenal did against us, and I thought Arsenal, they're certainly very, very fit. You can see Arteta's got them very, very fit, and they've got lots of energy, and they do pass the ball really, really well. And I was quite, I thought, well, it was just interested to see how they would do against us, and because for what I've seen, what Arteta's done, he's certainly got them playing in a good way, and they certainly press like City can do. City didn't press that well today, I didn't think, but they impressed me. I'll be honest with you, and if they play their best side, it's going to be a good game on the 15th.
I tell you what, we might as well shut up shop, go home, and forget all about it, and just hand them the title now, and let's forget it all, lads.
Well, no, you've
we
asked
have
us.
1-0 tonight, just to throw it out there to everyone.
I know we did, Martin. We got the win. It was an ugly win, but
I
we got the win.
understand that, but all I'm hearing at the minute, and everyone goes, "You're being happy, clap it." I'm not. But all we're doing at the minute, all I'm hearing at the minute is we win games, and it's criticism.
I'm not criticising. I thought Arsenal did okay, mate, tonight. And we played. There's two teams on that pitch, not one.
Yeah, no, Alan, I totally understand that. I get that. But what I'm saying is, like McLovin says there, he said, you can't have it both ways. He's saying you can't play attacking football, get a lead against Madrid. No, what I'm saying is we haven't got the personnel to do what we've done in the past.
Yeah, but
we've sold every winger. Every winger's gone.
This is the thing. So I liked our approach to the game. As as critical as we can be to maybe say there should have been more opportunities, there should be more attempts, I do like the approach because, again, only watched it once. It looked to me like Arsenal were playing a high line because Ortega was taking those chances.
Having a brain fart with these. Oh, got you back now.
Oh, I'm good. Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I froze. It's crazy. But I was just saying, being critical of this 1-0 win, I kind of get it. But I was happy with how we set up, with how we approached them, because they were playing with a high line, and obviously Ortega was taking his shots to try to go over top. Maybe that's Pep's instructions. Let's see if they're going to commit to this or not. But we do need to see something different when it comes to taking our chances within the midfield and to Holland. I love the intricate play that we saw between Gundogan, I think KDB and Holland in portions around their 18-yard box. I love seeing that. I'm not too upset with some of the fans, I don't get the criticism with some of the fans that's saying we need to be like direct and gun-ho. That's the biggest change that we've had, because we don't need to rush the attack, because we do have an advantage when even if they're defensively set up, we do have an advantage with the man in the middle. We do have an advantage with the quality from a KDB and Mahrez. So Pep is actually instructing them, and we saw today. Let's move as a team. Let's move as a team offensively. Let's not go forward defense line and have this gap. Let's all move together.
He wants to move exactly. He wants to move together.
It's like on a string. It's a choreography.
Yeah. You move together because, and he said this after Wolves. I think you probably now heard the same quotes that he said after. This is exactly what Pepper said after Wolves. We move together. If everyone moves too quick, the defenders come rushing off. And as Pep said, if you do not take that opportunity, you do not score that goal in that opportunity, you're in trouble then.
Yeah.
Because there are gaps everywhere. And everyone's running back, chasing back, a.k.a. Newcastle United earlier on in the season at 3-3, a.k.a. Real Madrid last season in the Bernabeu. We say, Pep, we have begged, this is my old point to everyone, we beg about Pep learning. We say, Pep, learn, please learn. When he learns, we don't like it.
Yeah.
And I don't, this is the bit I can't get my head round. I'm like, I don't get it.
It's familiarity. It's familiarity. That's what it is.
We haven't got Sane. We haven't even got Torres anymore. They've all gone.
Yeah. We
are playing midfielders and a number 10 as wingers right now. And they're not really wingers. Grealish tonight, that piece of skill for that assist to Ake, I said it earlier, if that is Messi, it is all over the front page, back page, it's going all over Twitter, it's going everywhere. Yeah. He's got 3 players around him. He holds the ball up for God knows how long and plays a little pass. Ake, come on, so see you later.
Grealish was fantastic. Grealish was fantastic tonight, I thought. He was. I'll be honest with you. The first half was poor. I agree, and he was the only one of our team, him and Ake, that I say got more than 7 out of 10. The rest of them, they grafted hard, but they weren't passing the ball quickly, etc., etc., etc. All right, they got the win by grafting tonight, City, without any shadow of a doubt.
I'm happy with that, Alan. That's my thing. I'm happy with that.
I am. I texted you, didn't I, after the game? I was laying on my sofa tonight, this morning, absolutely shattered after last night, and we won ugly. And it's nice to see, because it's not every game you can play fluent football, and there's no way Arsenal are going to let us play football because they know what will happen.
Exactly. Do you know? Yeah. Someone's put, how was the atmosphere like tonight? I'm curious.
Fans were terrible. Fans were shocking.
Was you there?
No, but I couldn't hear anything.
Right, okay, well, I was there. I'll tell you exactly how it went.
It was shocking. It was shocking. Arsenal fans, that's all you could hear. You couldn't hear any City fans.
Do you want to hear this from someone who watched it on the television or someone who was sat in the stadium itself?
Why don't you repeat what I was watching on the telly?
Alan, I can only repeat what I was there and doing. Don't come in here trying to do the wind-up merchant with me sometimes. I've had someone doing that to me all day. And Vader's been reading it. Someone's been trying to chip at me all day.
I couldn't hear you. I could see your hands going up and down the family stand.
Listen, I've had a debate all day with Cal. and I have, and Vader's been privy to it. And a bit. I took a big bite out of it this afternoon. I did. And for me, rightfully so, because I'm like, no, I'm not having the own fans attack like this. No chance. I'm going. Right. Do you know what? And I've had this debate, and it was a nice debate with Vader. I've had two debates, one a bit feisty, one very nice.
We think of something.
This came because of the pre-light show, where all this came from. Because City stuck a tweet out saying,
Here we go, the pre-light show again.
All right.
Can I speak?
Yeah, go on.
Thank you very much. And they put a tweet out, 7:50 tonight, getting your seats ready for your light show. Oh, Jesus, worst thing you could put out. And everybody underneath just attacked it. What you doing? Stop it. This is what we want. And I just put underneath, I said, all you need to do is turn the lights off, play Blue Moon, and we'll do the rest. Now, they played the light show, and everyone sticks the cameras up in the air. Silence. Because you can't hear yourself bloody think at that point.
Yeah.
Because it's just, you're in the Hacienda. Hacienda was a very famous nightclub here in Manchester. Who just boom music, and strobe lightning.
Can I ask a question though? Is the light show depicting like players or moments or player numbers or names? What's the light show actually showing?
Yeah, it's showing you the names. It comes on at the beginning and then announces the teams.
Okay.
Then what it does is that all goes off. Now the players are in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Now, and then they started playing Hey Jude and Blue Moon, and we all got going at that point.
Yeah.
Now I go back to 2011 when we played United in that semi-final.
Okay.
All they did before, it was some a United player said, and Alan, I don't know if you remember this, you turn all the lights off, and all they did is put an image of a blue moon on the crowd.
Yeah.
And all we did is sing Blue Moon for 10 minutes. Ripped the place down. And the United player went, it was the most atmospheric, intimidating thing we walked into that night.
Correct.
Hated it. Didn't want to know it. And to me, that's what it should be. But let us do it. We can do our job.
Yeah.
But if you're going to play a 3-minute, 4-minute light show beforehand, you're killing us out of it. Because everyone gets phones out there and starts recording it. I'll tell you now, I took a picture of it and I'm going to put it on Twitter later. You know, the South Stand was at the bottom because City only had the bottom stand at the South Stand. That's where the singing is. It was 3/4 empty while that light show was on. They're not interested in watching it.
But, okay. But if they're not interested in watching it, shouldn't they still have been in the seats? Because the match...
Yeah, because you're 5-10 minutes away from kickoff.
Yeah. So
they're not in the seats because they don't want to watch the light show.
No, you can't equalize. They're not in the seats because they don't want to watch the night show.
I know for a fact they weren't, because I know 3 or 4 who were in there and told me they weren't coming out.
Martin, you know as well as I do, fans don't come down to the seats until the game's actually kicked off, half of them. They're all in the bar.
No, but it's the South Stand. I hear what you're saying.
Go back to that game. It was packed 15 minutes before.
I know. Well, yeah, we also United when we were playing that day. I
understand that. Even in the Champions League, there was no light show. We all got given flags. When we played Real Madrid last season,
there
was no light show, and we ripped the place down.
All right, how about this? What if? Because again, we know that they're watching us. They got their accounts and they're in the comments. What if the light show had no sound, so that the fans can sing?
Yes.
Fans can sing. Yeah. Light shows.
It's the loudness of it.
Knowing our fans, Vader, they'll probably boo it. Seriously, I'm telling you. Knowing our fans, well, Martin,
this is what I say to everyone. Our fan base is a very old school, weird fan base. We are very traditional in some of our ways. That's the way we are.
And I believe that there's a middle ground where you can take the history, the tradition, the heritage, and combine it with an date or a new addition to carry on. Because here's again, and I have a life in marketing, so I really should be being paid a consultation fee right now. But I'm gonna throw this out there.
I'm not paying you, Jack.
No, not you. I'm just saying for Manchester City, and if they pick this up, if they could combine the choreography of this light show to mirror the singing of Blue Moon, so the fans get what they want. They get the big chest, stand in the seats, yell, sing at the loudest of their voice, and it's to a light show, no sound, but a light show that mirrors what the fans are all singing about to lead into then kickoff. I think that's probably the middle ground. And it would be really simple to do, to combine a modernized light show to have some tradition to what the fans want to do. But again,
you got to remember, listen, at the moment the fans don't sing, and I've always said it. Listen, the atmosphere is not great. But what I'm saying is this is throughout the country. You go to Anfield, it's a myth about them singing all game. Anfield play a record before they play You Never Walk Alone. They all sing along to it. They all go, hey, that'd be great. And then they all show up for 40 minutes. Same at Old Scaffold. United fans, you couldn't hear them until that equaliser went in. At every away ground in the country, it's always the away. At every home ground in the country, it's the away fans you hear. Because it's the away. Got to remember, the away fans are spending a full day on the bay. They're going out and they're banging it out, and they're traveling 6, 7, 8 hours. They're going to make a day of it.
The old style grounds have still got that atmosphere, like Palace, Goodison.
Leeds does. Goodison kind of still.
Palace does.
Palace does because of how close you are. I think where we're at there is, since a lot of people have moved into these new style stadiums, and all these stadiums have all got big and up and everything else, it's like Tottenham, it's silent because they've got a cheese room to go and sit in, and they've got all this to go and sit in, and and the problem is people say, why do people leave early? Because the parking's atrocious to get out. In England, whether you like that or not, people don't want to spend 3 hours in a car park. They don't do it. They won't do it.
It is bad at City.
Yeah.
No, but it's like that everywhere, Alan. You know that.
Yeah, I agree.
Concert over here. I've been at concert at was at the time the MEN Arena.
Yeah.
And people leave 10 minutes beforehand because they want to get it. They don't want to be stuck in the car park for 3 or 4 hours coming out.
It is shocking. And getting up towards
it's an English thing.
Yeah, and getting up
No. It's also an infrastructure. Like if there's not enough veins and arteries outside of the stadium to allow for the masses to get out, then it does all bottleneck and become problematic. And I face that here in Toronto because when I go to a Toronto FC game, or if I go to an NBA game, there's only so many exits, right? And for me, it's actually easier to take the subway, the tube, I think you guys would call it, versus driving, right? So it's difficult now. I get it. If you're driving, to know what you're going to be dealing with to get out of there, and for some of those fans to be like, yeah, I'm going to leave a little early. Hopefully, they only do that when the game's secured and not the players needing them for the very last minute. But I hear the point. Yeah,
it's difficult, Vader, when you're at City because the infrastructure road network around the ground's not brilliant. If you're going, I'll give you a quick description. If you're going north towards Oldham and Ashton and area there, the roads out of there are poor, really poor to get out. It takes ages. Right, it takes ages, and there's one massive car park at the bottom, and where it's like a gas thing that's at the bottom. They've got one entrance to go in and out, one entrance.
Rather
than two or three. That's the issue at City.
And
if you've got kids, and it's a night game, you're not getting home till 11, 12 o'clock. And that's sometimes a bit out of order. To be honest with you.
You'll notice at night games the family stands more empty than normal.
Yeah.
That's where all the kids go.
Yeah.
Because they don't come out on a school night.
Yeah.
It's all little. The whole infrastructure of the stadium, seating wise, needs to change.
Yeah, big time.
It needs to all change. Trouble is, you had the Tunnel Club. They brought in the Tunnel Club, and everyone sits in the Tunnel Club, and they moved everyone out the Colin Bell to the Tunnel Club. Nobody in the Tunnel Club is singing in there, John Muller.
Yeah.
They're there for a nice time, nice
Yep.
meal.
It's a little too posh. It's a little too posh.
After it's 2, 3, 4 grand a ticket. You get
Yeah,
your
yeah.
meal afterwards. You get, which if you can afford it, brilliant. But that's not the real match day experience, if you get what I mean, because they're not queuing up in the roads afterwards.
Yeah.
No, they stay there and have a drink.
They're sitting in, Alan's
Yep.
been in a Tunnel Club.
I've been in there.
While I'm queuing up in the car park for 4 hours, Alan's having a nice glass of champagne and a sandwich. You know what I mean? In a nice warm room. So it's totally different. It's totally different. The other thing tonight is the South Stand's where everyone sings, and 2 tiers of the South Stand were taken up by 9,000 Arsenal fans tonight.
Right. Yeah.
Now there's 9,000 of them. There was only one level of the South Stand, and the South Stand is the actual singing section. That is the main singing section.
Yeah.
What 109, 110, 111, all the way around. Problem is, you've got 9,000 Arsenal fans that have travelled 7 hours above you.
Yeah.
And they're just going to go stir crazy.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get it with regards to the atmosphere. I think given going back to the way we played, I think the way we played didn't give them much to sing about or to be excited about.
The trouble is, away fans sing when they bloody crap and they're getting beat.
Yeah,
Because that's
exactly.
Thing. I mean, none of the big 6 clubs have a good atmosphere. That's what I've been saying in this troop chat. It's just the UK.
Yeah,
it's not a city problem. It's a UK home problem.
Yeah, I hear it.
It's the way it is over there.
Yeah.
Maybe we're too traditional. I don't know. Bottles hitting coaching is intimidating. Don't wind in, Yusuf up. Right, let's get to the second half. Because it ended 0-0. We made changes. Stones went off. I was happy with the Stones one because I said very early on.
No,
I said earlier on, I noticed him grab his hammer.
Yeah.
Pep's now said it wasn't an injury. It was a very close injury, but I took him off. And he said he looked tired. Do you remember on the preview I said I don't think John Stones should start because he just had a newborn baby? That lad will have had no sleep for the last 3 days. What's he doing on a football pitch? Give the guy the night off. Give the guy the night off.
And his performance was good before the grab or slight twinge in the hamstring for him to come off. I'm glad it wasn't serious because he's been phenomenal when healthy, and I think this is going to be a special season for him. So it was tough to see him go off, but Pep making those changes for him made absolute sense. I thought Laporte was the right guy to come on because, again, I think it would have been the same thing. Yes, Diaz came on as a sub last game, but let's allow him to kind of get up to speed, not in a must play in the FA Cup game. So Laporte coming on made a lot of sense.
Yeah. I was in block 119 and there was kids in front of me wanting Gabriel to give them a shirt. Exactly. It's what it is, isn't it? As a City fan, I'd never go and ask for an opposition shirt personally, but this is my dinosaur generation.
No.
Are you serious? A City fan asked for a gap. I can understand them asking for.
We're children, Alan.
Yeah, I know, but you can understand them asking for a Zinni shirt. Do you know what I mean? Because but that's it.
Laporte, I thought was happy, and maybe Stones wanted to play, but for Pep to come out and go, he was tired, tells me exactly was the reason why I didn't want him to play.
Yeah.
Thank you, Singing the Blues. Appreciate that, mate. You're a superstar. Take care, and I hope to speak to you soon, mate. I genuinely think at halftime, Thomas Partey going off made a big difference for me.
Yes.
Thought he ran the show first half. Now, Arteta said he came off as a precaution. He's due a scan tomorrow on his ribs. We don't know whether they're bruised or broken or what, or it's just precaution he's off. But I think that helped us a lot. Bernardo coming on gave us a lot more impetus. Alvarez coming on certainly made. Alvarez was very deceiving tonight he looked. If you watched him, you would think, well, he didn't actually do a lot, but he actually did. Because
Yeah,
what he
he
did
did.
was with his
Yeah, he
running,
did.
he made Arsenal players come out of position.
Yeah.
Didn't do a lot in terms of getting the ball and being, other than the shot, he wasn't like on the ball all the time. But
He's not scared of
got the
shooting.
ball.
He's
He
not
actually
scared
took
of
2
shooting.
shots. Yeah, he's not
Yeah,
afraid to shoot.
He's not afraid to
No.
shoot from 30 yards.
No, he's not, and that led to the goal.
Yeah, correct.
Has that shot? It's the post. Turner, who I thought was actually pretty decent tonight.
Yeah.
It's the post. Comes out to Grealish. Grealish, superb. Reverse pass. Ake finishes it. Not much. Lifted the roof. And then I thought, I look at Arteta and I think tonight, they've got 8 days rest like we have.
Mhm.
So I don't buy into this. We played a week in team crap.
Yeah.
I thought we
mind
played our
that.
I thought we played our best side, who was available and who was in form.
Why did Arteta not do
No,
that?
I don't. Well, to challenge Alan a little bit, I don't think we did as well. I don't think we played our best 11 because
Go on.
okay. So I know Rico for this matchup. We had Rico start at our right
Yep.
back, and
Yep.
we had Ake. That made the most sense. But I don't think that Stones and Akanji would be our best center backs.
No, what you're not hearing me is that for me, you've got Diaz is our best centre half and leader, right?
Can someone
play
tell me
one-
what's going on
He's
with
not
him?
played. He's not played. He's not played now for 12 weeks.
Yes.
But he's
Okay.
been on the bench the
Okay.
last 3
Okay.
games.
Pardon?
He's been on the bench the last 3 games.
But he hasn't played for
But
God
then, look,
knows how long.
this is my question, Alan. Why, if he's not fit, has he been on the bench the last 3 games, training every day, and he's not even getting a minute of football?
I know, but on form, if you put every player on form, there'll be a few changes, including Diaz will be the first for me, first on the team sheet at the back, without any doubt for me.
I get your point now. I get your point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but at the moment, is who's available, who's in form, who's fit, right? I thought apart from the keeper, I thought we picked our best side.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I get you. I'm not sure. I do get what Vader's saying. I think you put Diaz in before Akanji.
All day long, I would.
And even have Laporte in ahead of Akanji.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And the others I don't know because they're all out of form.
So you can't drop Aki at the moment. That's for certain.
No.
I mean, as we
He's
know,
No.
they're known
playing
as the
out-
45 at the minute. I mean,
Aki's playing out of his skin.
it was intriguing today listening to Pep's post-match coming home, and he went, well, he talked about Bernardo and he talked about somebody else, and then he went, and then I have Mr. Cancelo. And I thought, oh, where are you going with this? You're going somewhere with this. And he just...
Is he out the door?
Nothing.
Is he out the door?
No, he just called him Mr. Cancelo. And I thought,
Sarcasm.
you never call anyone Mr. Cancelo. Where's it? Well, Mr. Anyone.
Yeah,
You've
I
just
gotta listen
listed
to it.
5 players and only called Cancelo Mr. Cancelo.
Yeah, well, that's for the press,
No,
isn't it? Because
I thought
they've been
there's
having a
something
go.
gone there. There's something, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like someone said to me, everyone's saying the players are happy. Maybe Pep's just unhappy with them as well.
Yeah, I think he's dropping some breadcrumbs and he's not
Yeah.
really ready to reveal everything, but yeah,
It will
he's
all
putting
come out
players
in
on
12
notice.
months. All of this will roll out in 12 months when the
Yeah.
probably left football.
But to go back, sorry, Martin, just to go back to your point with regards to starting 11s and Arteta and his choice, I think he gave himself an out. I think he gave himself an out if one, we slapped them and it was an embarrassing loss, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean. And even if it was okay, I put this team out and we didn't get the result that we wanted, or we show a good fight, it's kind of like a win-win for him either way. Because he can talk about, hey, I didn't have my strongest squad, we got a result, or I didn't have my strongest squad and we lost, but we'll strengthen playing at home next time. I think for him, he's got a very young team, and he's got to manage their mentality. There's a lot of psychology that he needs to do for these players that have only, with the addition of Zinchenko and Jesus believe that they're winners. Right? We've heard this quote often. Zinchenko coming in there and telling you guys, why are you thinking about third and fourth? Let's go out and win this. So he's got a psychology, he's got a mentality of players that he's got to really soothe and massage. And I think that was a part of why he probably didn't field his quote unquote strongest 11.
I would say, Vader, that the reason why City won tonight was they've got more experience than Arsenal. They're a young team. Experience counted today. When it got to a tight situation, experience got you through. And that's exactly what happened.
That's what I mean. I look at tonight as a very big thing. Not because, forget the tart race, forget all that stuff.
Yeah.
I said this 3 foot, mate, you were on. To me, I just want to get us back into a winning mentality.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we're now winning games.
3 on the bounce now.
And we're keeping clean sheets.
Which is that was my grievance.
On the bounce.
Yeah,
that was my
grievance.
All of this is going on. Listen, everything else is noise around all this. Arsenal played bad. Arsenal didn't take chances. Arsenal didn't play the strongest team. Fine. I don't mind being underdogs. Listen, I said this to Arsenal fans very last night when me and Beta were getting told they've won the league and everything else. They were literally printing T-shirts last night when me and Beta were listening. They were printing T-shirts. They have fallen into the same mistake as Liverpool did. Let them do it. Fine. Do you know what? If they win the league, congrats. But I tell you what, if they seriously think they're not in for a fight, they're in for a serious shock. Serious shock. And that's what they have to realise. Because I tell you what, Saka's been their most informed player.
Ooh, we got to talk about
weeks.
It was in.
And when Nathan Ake will get home tonight and he'll go, wallet, phone, keys, Saka.
100%. 100%. That's why the man's back
fullback or a defender who's been able to pocket Saka all season.
And Ake isn't even by skill set. He's actually not a true fullback. He's not a true left back. He's a center back by nature. So that effort, that shift that he put in was absolutely fantastic. I kept watching that challenge, watching that battle, and I was like, he got him again. He got him again. He got him again.
He took him off. He'd had enough of it. It finished with him.
Yeah. And you could see on Saka's face that he's like, that was my worst showing.
Now, here's the thing. In Saka's mind, all this nonsense, because I'll tell you what, go back and listen to Arteta's post-match. He's not happy. There's a little bit of, that hurt me tonight. That annoyed me. Because basically, like Arteta says, we haven't. This is the thing I've said to us. They haven't got our strength in depth.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't got it. 2 or 3 injuries, they're gone.
Yeah.
If this party, they go in, it tells you something. They're sat there tonight holding breaths on party scan tomorrow.
Yeah. You want to know something, Martin? I thought that there might have been an element of a little Klopp strategy here. Because this transfer window's closing pretty quickly, I thought there might have been like, hey, let me get Partey off because he's so important to maybe put pressure on the organization on the board to get me another body here. I know Arsenal's been spending. They've been spending. I think they've gotten 2 additions or maybe 3 in this transfer window, but I think there might have been a little bit of a let's reinforce again for Partey because I don't think they've done that. They've gotten that player yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure. The Caicedo at the moment.
Oh right, yep.
Arsenal can say that, but it's Brighton.
Mm-hmm.
And Brighton have come out tonight and said it will take a record fee out of the club. Their record is 65 million for Cucurella.
Nice.
So you're going to have to go north of that to get Caicedo out. Everyone about this transfer request. Cucurella did a transfer request. Where did he go? He went to the highest bidder. If we've learned anything about Brighton and Hove Albion is they're stubborn bastards. Excuse, oh, sorry, we're monetized now. I can't say that. What I've learned about, I've just turned on the monetization tonight as well. So yeah, next video, by the way, super chats will be available as well. So yeah, I'm not sure. Listen, they might get it done, but it's going to cost them a good chunk of change to get that kid out of Brighton.
Yeah.
Because Brighton are one stubborn club to negotiate with, and they will not move off their fee. If they think it's 80 million, 85 and 90 million, that is where you're going. And you will not budge off that.
They might do it on a 12-year contract deal, so it brings.
Chelsea signed someone else tonight.
No, they did not.
No.
Oh, they have. They've signed a fullback.
Yeah.
From Leon.
Oh my.
For 30 million, and then loaned him back.
Wow.
Chelsea are literally playing FIFA. I don't know what they're doing.
Wow.
I'll tell you the bought. Let me get it. They bought someone. I'll tell you they bought a fullback from Leon. Where is it? I can't remember
That is
where
funny.
it is. Anyway, I'll get it in a bit, but because I can't get my thing up at the minute, but they bought 30 million. Oh, we've had a super chat. You are a superstar, sub 2. Thank you so much. First super chat in the Mancunian way. Thank you.
Hey, all right.
Honored. Thank you so much. By the way, we're not one of these channels who are going to beg for super chats, by the way. I was just letting you know that we're now monetized. So I have to be careful with my P's and Q's. But thank you. You are amazing. We read every comment out every way.
Right, guys, I'm going to actually get up out of bed and have a shower, and I'm going to go for breakfast this morning. Well, it's lunchtime now, and it's 30 odd degrees out there on a Saturday, so I want to get out in the sun.
Right, despair then. You go and tell everyone how crap City are.
Mate,
have a great weekend, man.
He hates it. I'm sure he's a United fan, really.
Martin, listen. The Starbucks or Costa Coffee around near the ground is waiting for you. You need to go and check the Etihad's not moved in the last 3 hours. All right, Vater, nice to speak to you, mate. Look after yourself.
You too, man. Have a great weekend,
Martin. Come on, City, Martin. Come on, City. Hey, I'll speak to you in a bit, Martin. I'm sure you'll ring me. See you later, mate. Bye-bye.
Not if I can help it. Yeah, we're not going to do much longer. I don't want to keep up too much time of Vater's time because he's a legend and his dinner's going cold. I just think tonight, to me, is not as bad. And I know what I think, what I see a lot of is, I think I've even done it. I think City fans have fallen into this because there's a lot of noise from other areas.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're not quite yourselves. You're not this sparky football team at the minute. You know what I mean, mate. You hear it from everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's all noise. It's all noise.
Yeah. It's them talking to themselves. They're trying to convince themselves that we're not playing well. Because if you take you go and look what we did in Champions League. Great performances. You go and look at what we're doing this point in the season to last year at this point in the season. We're pretty much right there. I get it. This out of nowhere shooting star Arsenal are skewing things to make it seem like we're not playing well. We actually are. It's different, which no one wants to pay attention and see. We're playing at a different style, but I believe we're at 53 goals in the league. Yes, Holland occupies 25 of those, but that is because we are playing we're playing a different style, but it's effective. And this is one thing that I was so happy for. I'm actually okay with us with regards to cup play. Hear me clearly, those of you in the chat, and you're watching this on the replay. I'm comfortable with us playing this style in cup play because we aren't forcing the issue. We scored the goal. Arteta immediately made changes. He brought on Zinchenko and he brought on Odegaard. And
yeah, by the way, they did finish with their basically nearly full 11.
Yes.
Apart from Saka and the goaler.
Exactly. And the thing to also point out is they went for it, and Pep instructed the team, and we took the air out of the ball. We took the air from underneath their wings. They were not running at us. You could see the frustration that they had because they couldn't dispossess us. Like, that's what I like to see. We don't have to go force and try to get a second goal. Let's force them to start making mistakes to try to get the ball of us and take our shots, which we did. But I like that we don't have to force it. And if we're comfortable that way, we're going to frustrate teams. They didn't, like, Arteta and Arsenal, they didn't want to play that way the last 15 minutes. They did not. We made them look pedestrian.
If you look, every time Arsenal have come up against a team that will out-defend them, out-battle them sometimes, come unstuck.
Yeah.
Newcastle.
Great example.
Went to Emirates, played the low block, played a back five, stopped Martinelli, stopped Saka. Arsenal were done. There was nowhere through.
Right.
Locked up their midfield, pressed them high, weren't giving them any room. See you later.
And
Tonight,
we did.
Second half, we did the exact same thing.
Yeah. Without having to commit 5 at the
There
back or having to do a low block. Right.
They were done.
I love the performance.
As everyone's saying we're being examined and we're being outperformed. There's an old saying, I can't remember the full analogy of it, but I always thought there's saying something like, when you think you're actually being played, you're actually the one being played.
Right.
And you don't realize it.
Yeah. When you think you're the one hustling, you're actually being hustled.
When you think you're the one hustling everything, you're being hustled. That's it. And you don't know this. So let everyone bark the noises. We have won tonight. Arsenal fans will tell you we are focused on the league. The FA Cup's a good thing, went out a bit. They have been starved for success. And they are choosing what competitions they go in and out of. This is why I said yesterday, I think they're going to struggle keeping this up mentality-wise.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
Not because of all this, because I mean, Baker got told, I said, we're here for the next 3-4 years. We're off. We're champions for that. And I'm like, hang on a minute, what? Yeah. They need to change that mentality around.
100%.
You can't be going, we've not won a cup in about 5 years. So I'll tell you what, let's piss the Carabao off. Let's get rid of the FA Cup because we're going to guarantee a league. The Europa League will be the next one they get rid of.
Yeah. And then they'll spin it and say, you know what? We're going to get into European competitions because we'll be top 4.
And you know what? No, because you know what the Arsenal fans will do? And you can clip this. It is now 5-1 in the morning on Saturday morning. Clip this. I'll tell you exactly what Arsenal fans will do if they don't win this league. Our target was always top 4.
Heard it here. I agree with you.
And you know exactly what they're going to say because that's what they'll do. It'll all get twisted back round. It'll all change to, heard it tonight on TalkSport coming home, Arsenal. Oh, well, I'm happy with tonight and I'm happy. Do you know what? We're just going to get top 4. That's all right. The league's a bonus. That's what it'll be. If you win the league, we did it against City. If we don't win the league, well, top 4 was the target anyway.
Terrible.
How can we compete with the mighty Manchester City? And I said, a Manchester City in transition, where we have not actually gone out and got Bellingham if we get him. Bernardo could even stay. We're going to buy maybe a winger. We're going to buy somebody else. We're going to get rid of some of the deadwood. You better bloody win this league in a transition, because I tell you what, you are screwed next year if you don't, because you've got us, Newcastle, Chelsea will be back, Liverpool will be back, United are going to get stronger. You ain't going to get a 2-horse race next year.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get a 6-horse race.
Facts.
Anyway, what a way to end. I've had my little rant. I'm going to disappear off the screen and just let Vader plug his channel and plug away, mate.
Man, I had a show this week. Why Always Me, Vader Games TV. Do the quick search if you haven't found me yet. But go back and watch that show. It's my most recent one. Had a great panel, great conversation. I probably won't drop another video until next week. I try to do one once a week. I love featuring on the Mancunian way. And if I get an opportunity to be on any other channels, hey, you got the notifications. You follow me on Twitter. But Why Always Me, episode 64, I believe. Go and check it out. Hit me up in the comments. I respond to everything. And hey, City fans, let's support each other. Thanks, Martin.
You're welcome, mate. Go and give this legend your time. Go and give him a try. Honestly, you won't regret it. Honestly. 1.2K. We have not got one.
Hey, get it.
No, we haven't.
Get it.
No, we've got 1,020.
Okay. The point two is right.
1,020. It's 0.2. But thank you. That means we've had another 10 subscribers tonight, and you are all legends. Thank you so much. Go and hit up subscribe. Or if you don't want to subscribe just yet, go and check Vader out, because trust me, it will take you less than a minute, 5 minutes to hit that subscribe, because he does. Vader's all about. He's even got analysis in his videos now.
Hey, I tried a little something. So let me know if you like it in the comments. I'm always trying to add a little something.
There is a link there to FIFA.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Well, yeah, and I'll get it into the bio down below as well. I love sitting longer than my wife and kids. You know what? That is actually true. I've had City in my life longer than my wife and my children.
Yeah. Same here.
Hey, I read somewhere today. Someone messaged me going, because some Liverpool were having a little argy-bargy with each other.
Oh my gosh.
The locals against the globals, and I'm like, what's going on here? And then some guy said to me, it's not to do about family lineage. Someone put back, he went, what did you do? Pick the name out of the hat then? He says, where'd you get it from? Now, you know, to me, we're all fans of our football clubs, but let's not turn on each other.
Yeah.
Let's look after each other. It's I can't believe it. It made me laugh. Brilliant stream, Martin Vader. Yes, go and give him a look. He's amazing. As well as True Sitter, Pitch Point, Steam Company, Big Steve, everyone out there who does City Extra, who do amazing football content. Go and give them all a lot of love. And Blues should stick together. That's my motto for this year. We should be sticking together and all helping each other. But yeah, Manchester City are in the cup round. Are in the fifth round of the FA Cup. The draw will be on Monday night at 7 p.m. There's no show now over the weekend. We're having a weekend off because I've been going hard for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
and I need a couple of days.
I think we should rest when the team rests as well, because these games.
What I'm going to do is Monday night. I'm going to do a show about atmosphere and tactics. Hopefully, see who I can get on. Vader, you're more than welcome. It will probably be about 9-10 o'clock ish. It'll be around that time.
Okay.
But I want to do a show.
If I can make it, I make it, man. You know me.
We're going to do a show about atmosphere, how we get it back, and number 2 about tactics. And I'm going to try in a very calm manner explain everything this year. And also, I'll give you a reaction to the FA Cup 5th round when Manchester City get drawn away at Anfield. Because we've had Chelsea, we've had Arsenal, we're getting Liverpool or United in the next round.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, at least City Channel's in touch with people on it. Unlike, listen, loads of people. JSGC does amazing stuff. Some people just choose to do videos. Some choose lives. It's their choice. Do you know what I like? We all are a little individual.
Yeah, it's
we
different.
all offer a little bit of something different.
Some channels, because of their size, they only interact if it's a super chat. So
Yeah,
it's
like, see, listen, I get it. If you've got 70,000, if you've got 500 people on a show, you just cannot go through all the comments. It becomes an impossibility. Super chats are available, thank yous are available, but we will never ask you for them. It is your choice. All of it will get put back into the channel. None of it will ever go out on an holiday or anything like that, or a PS or whatever. It all goes back into your channel. We will never beg for them, but they are nice and we do appreciate them. Anyway, I'm just last few. Totally agree, Mike. Let's all help. Exactly. Well, there's one or two. I'm not doing it. Great show, fellas. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. He doesn't like me, and I'm not keen on him. Good night, all. Great vlog. Thank you. Well, I don't know why he don't like me, because I'm not done out. Anyway, I want the rags. No, you don't, Alec. If we get Anfield, then your dreams of domestic trouble will be over. Hey, it's your only chance of winning a trophy this year. Yusuf, behave.
Who do they have actually
Tomorrow? Liverpool.
Yusuf, are you confident with your FA draw?
Who've they got? Who've Liverpool got? No.
Yusuf, let us know. Let us know. Are you confident about your draw?
Albion. Oh, you might not be going anywhere, mate. Would love players on here.
Save it.
Old.
Don't. Yeah.
Old.
Tease them.
It's coming. Not now. I've not got bloody João Cancelo coming through the door next week.
Mr. Cancelo. Mr. Cancelo.
Yeah, Mr. Cancelo. We've got Brighton away, so you're not in the 5th round, mate.
All right. We'll talk, Yusuf. We'll talk. He
But
said revenge. Wow.
We will. It's coming. That's all I'll say. I was thinking about atmosphere today because, believe it or not, I have got former players in this phone.
That would be absolutely fantastic. Past players talking about the current team, not necessarily team, but current results or current, title push and things of that nature, or even the nature of the game today. You've got some gems there, Martin.
Yeah. Listen, the guy I've got in there is not the guy. Well, I love the guy in there. I thought he was a great player. Not everyone will agree. But I want Gio Kincladze as well, but I can't get him. I want my idol in there. Gio.
One player at a time. You gotta crawl before you can run.
Players who come in here are amazing. I've chatted with Spencer Pryor. I've chatted with Big Andy Morrison, who is a legend.
Get out of here.
I've even had, when I was on another channel, we had Andy Morrison on. Just me.
Really?
Yeah.
See, we'll
chatted
talk
to Ian Cheeseman one-on-one. Chatted to Rest in Peace. I did speak with Claude at AFCB as well. I had on.
Okay.
And Jim Whitley's been on. We've nearly had Danny Tiato on.
Wow.
And we've had Spence Pryor on.
Yeah. I see things coming back around. I see those opportunities happening for this channel. I love this content, and me, I was a fan. Hey, that might be something. I was a fan before I became a panelist, so I love the content here, man.
You're not a panelist anymore. We class you as part of the channel, mate.
I appreciate it.
You're now part of furniture.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Your invite is open, mate, and always will be. As everyone says, we're a community, we're a family. This is what
appreciate it.
This is the Mancunian way. We're a northern, welcoming community. We welcome all in Manchester. You are a famous goat. Hey, I was calling you a famous goat. Love Andy Morrison, a class man, a class player for us. Brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Go and give this guy a try. You will not be disappointed. Same with all other City channels. They're amazing. Links, I'll get the bio links down below. But take care. Manchester City into the 5th round. We will be back Monday night with a little atmosphere, a little new way of playing, plus a little FA Cup 5th round review. Well, draw review, shall we say. So take care. Have a lovely, lovely weekend. And we'll see you soon. Cheers, mate.
See you guys. Thanks, man.